Chris Seline, who is the founder of Darkblock.io. Chris, hello. Thank you for joining. How are you doing?
Thank you, Zach. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Can you tell everyone what Darkblock is?
Yes, so Darkblock is a decentralized protocol that enables access controls for creators in the NFT economy. So we want those creators to have new business models for releasing their content, and we think access control is key to that. We also think that content rental is going to be a big thing around NFTs in the future, and we also think that access control is key to that piece. So things like the future, like decentralized Spotify, Patreon, even social media like Facebook. We want our protocol to power all these things, and we hope to be a fundamental protocol for the future.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for explaining that. Can you tell everyone, Chris, how did you get involved in NFTs?
Yeah, so back in February, so I'm relatively new to this game, but back in February, my cousin called me up and he's like, this NFT thing is blowing up. And I'm like, huh? And he's like, go check it out. It's crazy, but it's not figured out yet. So go figure something out. My cousin runs a creative firm out of Boston, a very hip creative firm called Black Math. They did a number of NFT projects, and he was kind of skeptical at first, but then kind of saw it growing and growing. And he had worked with Beeple in the past, so he was very interested in what was going on with Beeple. And he just opened my eyes to it, and I started looking at it. I'm like, wow, this is pretty powerful. This is the future. But as I started talking with friends about it, they're like, what do I get when I buy an NFT? And I'm just like, oh, we're just old. We don't get it. The young people get it. But then I started looking at what Beeple was doing, and even he released these physical tokens along with the NFTs at first. And I'm like, is that really the solution? So that's what led to the idea of kind of a decentralized protocol for controlling access to give those NFT owners something truly special that only the NFT owner gets. And I brought this idea to my cousin. He's like, yep, let's do it. So he's a partner. The rest is history.
That's awesome. Can you elaborate on any of the projects that you guys are currently trying to work on at the moment at Darkblock? Or is it all hush hush?
Yeah, I mean, we have a few NFT projects that we're working on to kind of spread awareness of the various use cases around building dark blocks and content access control. So they're not real hush hush, but we're actually building a project that is depixelated punks. So taking a pixelated punk and actually generating a real face out of it. And it's very strange and creepy and interesting. And then you get a special piece of content in the dark block that is like a motion version of it. And it's pretty interesting. So we just brought somebody new on board to spearhead that. And so that's one of them. But, we're also working on various ways to deliver this content to people. Right now we have a TV app out there, but we're working on delivery through the web, working on an API for integration with partners, things like that. But yeah, it's all about kind of building these use cases for us. And so we're working on some projects around that.
That's fantastic. And obviously, as you mentioned, that you had to bring on like a brand new person to join the team to help grow this business. Can you tell the audience what is the most challenging aspect of trying to find the right people that fit to help you grow your company?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to tech talent, I think it's very hard to find somebody with actual experience in this industry because they've all already been hired. They're already working on something. But at the end of the day, this is programming. So, if you find a programmer that is interested in this type of development, they can learn the rest of it. So, we're willing to work with people that are green to the space. That's not a problem. When it comes to this most recent hire that's tackling this specific project, he's very artsy guy. He's also very technically minded. So, and he's also a friend of a co-founder. So, that was kind of a natural fit. He's just a good guy. So just great fit overall. But, we're trying to find anybody who really wants to get into the space that can learn quickly. And, we're open to working with anybody.
That's fantastic. And Chris, as a whole, how do you feel as a CEO of a company that the NFT market is impacting the job market?
Yeah, so I mean, I think this is one of the biggest use cases for crypto in general. It's gaining a lot of, mainstream attention, And I think that's going to start sucking all the talent out of the tech companies, like, that are interested in this shiny new object. So I think it's bad news for other tech companies that want to retain talent. It's good news for us. We've got this pretty cool new technology to work on. So I think it's going to be a big draw for people. And I think it's not going to be super hard, but salaries are sky high when it comes to tech. So that's a bit of an issue. But on the converse of that is, we're becoming increasingly a global economy. So we're hiring people all over the place. We've got people in India, Pakistan, Ukraine, Serbia, Portugal, Costa Rica, so everywhere. So, truly a global company. And I think that's, the way it's going.
That's fantastic. It's very interesting, man. Can you kindly tell me, what advice can you give to anyone who's interested in getting out of the traditional markets and transferring over to the crypto markets?
Yeah, just do it. Go make an NFT, go buy some NFTs, try to figure out, what other people are doing, but then, either make a twist on it or try to bring something creative to the process. Also, there's a lot of pain points need to be solved. Like the UX around crypto in general is terrible. So there's so much pain involved in getting into it and people are still getting into it, that once these pain points are solved, it's going to open it up to the rest of the world. So work on a pain point, try to do something, experience some pain, and then go try to, solve that pain.
That was beautiful, man. I really appreciate that. And is there any final thoughts or final words that you have before we move on to the next speaker?
We're hiring. We just raised a seed round, announced that last week. So, if you want to partner with us, you want to work for us, hit me up.
I'm sure David James is going to have a word or two to say about that. So yeah, he's probably going to help you on that for sure.
Absolutely.
That was awesome, Chris. It was a pleasure speaking to you. If anybody would like to learn more about Darkblock or Chris, all the social media links are in the description of this video. Thank you, Chris. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Have a good one.